Yeah, come to start this off, man. I'm good to go, by the way. I'm good to go. Let me know if I'm coming through clear. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I say you swallow that food first, rude boy. Yeah, be hungry, be starving. I need to finish this finish. Oh, yeah, I'm soon done.
Okay, nice and decent people and urban Jedis near and far. Welcome. Got myself, Johnny Pockets. Mandem, introduce yourself.
Yeah, it's Wheezy.
It's Anthony. 2 syllables, not 3.
Right. In this episode, we're going to be reviewing Star Wars, the last trilogy. From Force Awakens to Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to start with Force Awakens. Initially, when this film came out, being a Star Wars film, yes, and me being a solid Star Wars fan, yes, I was absolutely gassed. Could not wait to see it. Wanted to see what they're gonna do with the whole saga. What direction is it gonna go in? What am I gonna see? Am I gonna see a different type of Jedi, a different type of lightsaber, all sorts. I was expecting a lot, but I just want to get you man's sort of general feeling with the first film in terms of did it meet all expectations? Now, before you answer, I want you to think about the hype. Like, we're old enough to know the hype that came with the prequels, with the Phantom Menace, and the satisfaction we got off watching the Phantom Menace. So I want you guys to answer and tell me how you felt about The Force Awakens, just your general feeling at first for the film overall. Anyone? Ant? Too easy.
Yeah, my first thoughts. What for the
For Force Awakens, you see, like how remember Phantom Menace? That was the first Star Wars film in decades, and everyone was like, "Yeah, there's a new Star Wars film coming out. I can't wait to see how Anakin turns into Darth Vader." This film, we were literally black. We didn't know what to expect. They didn't give us any sort of hints. We didn't know what it was about. We knew the main protagonist was going to be a woman. Just based on the trailers, all right. We'll take it from the trailers. From the trailer, what was your expectations and what was your anticipation for this film?
Yeah, I was gassed, man. I was excited. Like, I hadn't been a Star Wars in, I don't know, almost 15 plus years, isn't it? But I was proper excited, man. The trailer left enough to the imagination, gave just enough of a tease that I was proper looking forward to it.
Wicked. There was a bit of controversy. I don't know if you guys remember, but in the trailer there was a small little scene where I can't remember the black youth's name. Finn had a lightsaber, and literally the internet went crazy. Why has he got a lightsaber for? Why is this black man carrying a lightsaber? How can he have the Force? This, that, and the other. What was your feelings about that? Was it straight?
I was actually gassed over that. I was gassed, but part of me, I ain't gonna lie, part of me kind of thought it's too good to be true, man. Even then, I was thinking like, yeah, it would be heavy to see, but part of me, I was thinking, nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. In hindsight, I sort of saw like the sort of twist coming that he was nothing really.
And my man, I forget your name. I forgot your code name. What's your thoughts on it, bro?
No. I don't remember the controversy, bro.
There was controversy because in the trailer it didn't look like the girl who was the main protagonist. You didn't see her with a lightsaber in the first trailer one. You did not see her with a lightsaber. So everyone assumed that the black guy was going to be the main sort of protagonist for the whole film and possibly the trilogy.
But you know me, I don't watch trailers, bro. So that probably went over my head. That went past me, innit?
It's a fair point. I remember that them days there. You were watching
I don't watch
nothing,
trailers,
but
bro.
I remember you running out of the cinema.
Like,
I remember you dusting out
you
to
know already. That's
when the
my
trailer
standard.
come on, boy.
That's my standard, bro. I'll get up and leave if it's something that's looking forward to, innit? I ain't watching the trailer.
But I do remember like the I don't know what you call them, the internet geeks and nerds. They started like going a bit mad over him.
Well, for me, it was a joke because I'm thinking, fair enough. Yeah, they put a woman in there and she was going to be the leader of the new Jedis, but everybody was cool with that. But the second they saw the black man raise the lightsaber, that was, for me, the internet went into meltdown, and no one was having it. Even the hardcore Star Wars nerds kicked up a fuss.
What year was that again? Remember when that came out?
Let's have a look.
2016.
Force Awakens came
Must
out.
be like 2016 or 2015.
Let's have
It's
a
been every
quick
2
look.
years. It's been every 2 years, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's 2015.
Yeah, man.
2015.
Yeah.
After I watched all the trailers, I was a bit gassed just to see where they're gonna take the actual saga. I'm not gonna lie. I was literally sort of anticipating what they're gonna do. Okay, moving on from the actual trailers, the film itself,
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. What was
Man,
you have to-
just skip my expectations, though.
Oh,
all right. So what was your expectations? Okay. Let's put all of this aside, yeah. Before, you've watched no trailers, you've watched no hype, you knew the film was about to be made. What did you feel about this film?
No, all of my expectation was pretty much born from all of our conversations, isn't it? And the whole myth that there was going to be Jedi twins. That's what I was gassed on.
So you're referring to the expanded universe. You
Yeah,
thought they were going to delve
I
into
thought they were going to have the balls to cover that and bring out the Jedi twins. That's what I was gassed about. And
the formerly called expanded universe. Now it's called Star Wars Legends. For those who don't know, Disney have literally wiped the slate clean with the Star Wars mythos in terms of the scores of books that they released. All of that does not mean anything at all, according to Disney.
But was the expanded universe ever canon?
The expanded universe was canon until Disney took it over.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But now Disney have taken it over and they've called it.
Don't get pocket started on this. That's gonna be a 2-hour podcast separately.
They've renamed it Legends. So everything that's under the Legends umbrella is now considered canon, including the new Mandalorian series that they just beat out.
Yeah, as you rightly said, from the expanded universe, and like all the conversations we used to have, I was based in my excitement on seeing Jedi twins in it, and even through part of the films, they kind of got a taste like that could be where it's going, isn't it?
They teased throughout the whole thing. They teased the possibilities of it being linked to the expanded universe mythos.
But if you're just talking expectations, that's where my expectations were, and I thought it's the only way they can go to make it better. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we've heard all the hype, all the anticipation. We went to the cinema. We watched the film. Anthony, I'm gonna start with you. Just tell me what's your good points? What are the good sort of things you took from the film before we sort of delve into the negative?
From the Force Awakens.
From the Force Awakens.
Yes, I was still optimistic. I was optimistic through the whole film. Like I said, they was teasing with the Jedi twins angle.
I'm saying once we watched the film, once we actually
once you saw the whole thing, yeah.
Once we actually sat down, all three of us went to the cinema, watched the premiere. Yeah, how did you feel about the film in terms of from the opening scene? The opening scene, if you can remember,
I don't remember
with the battle.
Was that when my man took off the helmet?
Going back to the desert planet.
Yeah, so my man took off the helmet and Finn took off the helmet.
Yeah.
Stormtrooper. Yeah, all that. I just remember feeling like they ain't wasting time in it. They're getting straight to the boogie, man. Like they showed the Stormtrooper, took off his helmet, like you knew what time it was with that. And the fact that man was, like they gave like Stormtroopers like a conscience, innit? Like before that, man just took them as drones, innit?
Right,
Man
okay, yeah. So
never
they
really saw them as
ba-
conscious
yeah.
beings, get me?
Right. Okay. Sorry to cut you off, but they basically took away the aspect of the stormtroopers being clones and then being actual individuals. Just quickly for me, after seeing the trailers and hearing all the hype and the sort of discourse all the nerds had with Finn carrying the lightsaber, the thing that I was most sort of gassed to see was Kylo Ren, and for me, he was the best part of that film, especially the opening scene, because he was showing Jedi force powers that we've never seen before.
Yeah, so just cutting the opening scene when they're on the what planet was that? Was it Jakku?
It was some desert planet. It was supposed to be. It was like Tatooine, but it weren't quite Tatooine.
But the scene where he stops the light, he stops the blast
Right.
star.
The blaster,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
At that point, I thought this film was going to be so serious.
Exactly.
I thought this film was going to be. I was like in there.
I'm not even gonna lie. I was gassed from hearing his voice because it weren't Vader and it weren't quite Yoda. But for me, his voice was iconic. If anything, I'm gonna take not just from this film, but from the 3 films, is Kylo Ren's voice once he had the helmet on.
Yeah, but then he fucked that up when he took the helmet off.
Yes.
Like, broke the cardinal rule. Like,
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
took all
To
the
elaborate
glow.
on that, that's kind of a modern film thing. Film thing now. All the heroes have to have like the helmets. Like,
Yeah, and I know there was
Same.
politics involved in that because the actor probably looked at the script and says, "Hey, are they gonna actually see my face, to see my reactions, to see my acting?" I know that was part of him accepting the role in the first place, but
That's what he said. Is that a fact or?
it's not facts. But I'm just assuming because
No, Adam
all actors
Driver-
got ego, so I'm assuming that's what he sort of put in there to say, either I take off the mask or I'm not doing this film.
No, I've seen him in a few things. I don't think it's Adam Driver, isn't it, the actor? I don't think he's vain like that, man.
That's the first time I've seen Adam Driver in any film. You're
I've seen him in a
you've
couple
seen a lot of
things,
films.
yeah,
What did you, when you found out he was going to be in it? Did you sort of raise your expectations for the whole trilogy, or did you think?
I rate him as an actor in it. I think he can play multiple roles, and I've seen him in varied roles in it. I've seen him execute them all well, man. But you know what I'm saying, we could talk about him in a whole nother segment. But I wasn't surprised when they picked him in it, especially for the kind of person he developed into being, like that emotionally torn character in it.
Yeah,
Like he can play that well.
yeah, definitely. I'm not going to lie in it. Like the emotional side, it was good, but it wasn't what I wanted to see so early in this Star Wars film.
Bottom get buried to all germs, measles, and viruses.